Hey, this your girl Blair, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, I am Them Kids Teacher. Your girl is a national poet, and I'm a book author. I do a little bit of everything. I write and produce my own music. Well, I ain't gonna say produce, but I do write my own music. And your girl is a national poet. I am Them Kids' favorite teacher. I am Them Kids' favorite dance teacher, and I just completed my CDA program. So I just want to talk to y'all about what them kids did to me today. And just the things that I've been seeing in my classroom that lets me know that I am guiding my students in the right direction. So I get there in the morning, and as soon as I get through the door, the teacher that's covering my room until I get there, she was like, hey, I had a problem with, we're going to call him Little Man. I had a problem with Little Man this morning. He threw his water bottle and he's been hanging off my leg. And I say, well, that's kind of how he did me yesterday. I was like, he had been throwing temper tantrums throughout the whole day. Cool. So she leaves out of the room. I get my kids and I'm trying to get them to get settled. It's like when I get there, they want to climb and jump off of everything because my classroom is majority boys. So y'all pray for your girl. I only got one girl in my classroom and the rest of boys. And let me tell you something. They give me a run for my motherfucking money. They make sure that I work for their little check that I get at the end of the 2 weeks because they make me work for my money. Anyway, so and the one thing that really teased me off about the place that I currently work is they don't never communicate when a new student is coming. They do these tours and then they don't never tell me when the parent enrolls. I'm not aware that the student is coming until the morning of, which I just don't like. I really don't like. I would actually prefer to do my own tours because that's what I did at my first previous child care center that I worked for. I did the tours for my room, and because I know how to close the deal, I know what parents are looking for, I know what parents are expecting, so I give them the real tea. I tell them the truth. I let them know what we deal with, what I deal with, what comes with this classroom, what comes with this age. Don't worry about it. I got it. If it's anything that you need help with, assistance with, please let me know. That's what I'm here for. I am an early childhood educator, so not am I here to educate your child, but I'm also here to educate you because there are certain things that I have to do according to their milestone list to get them where they need to be as far as working with their fine motors, language, development, personal hygiene, all that good stuff. Boom. But anyway, so I get a new student and she was like, hey, I'm bringing the student in to you. He was in preschool one, but we're bringing him to you because he needs to be potty trained. I was like, okay, cool. I love the potty train. So I'm asking the mom questions and I'm looking at this student out of the side of my eye because he is already in meltdown mode. So like when the boss, not the director, but the owner, when she came and opened the door to tell me about the student, well, I'm trying to listen to her, but I also have Little Man in the floor screaming and kicking and hollering because I was trying to get him to stay at the table for tabletops. Like, hey buddy, I know you're upset and that's okay for you to be upset. I'm going to give you a minute, but when you're done having your moment, I need you to come back to the table because we are having, we're doing tabletops. So I let him cry for a little bit, then I comforted him, I checked on him, I made sure he had what he needed. He was just unconsolable, so I had to let him be. Well, in the midst of her bringing her son back into the room, I'm talking to her, but I'm looking at him out of the side of my eye because I have one student that's at the table. I have the other student over there in the corner spazzing out. And then I have another student having a temper tantrum, and he's having a temper tantrum. So I'm explaining to her, like, okay, is your son potty trained? Is there any language barriers? Is there anything that I need to be aware of? Like, when he gets upset, how do you comfort him? What all the things that you do. So I'm trying to figure all this out. Well, when I'm talking to her, I'm looking at him. Every time I'm talking to her, I'm moving every time he moves because I know he's about to do something. So I had one friend that was sitting at the table with Magnus, and he picks up Magnus and chunks it at the side of his head. I stopped in mid-sentence and stopped talking to her. I said, hold on, give me a second. Got down to his level. I said, hey, I know that you're upset, and it is okay to be upset, but you cannot hit your friends. And I'm holding his hands down on his eye level, talking with a stern but gentle voice, letting him know I understand how he feels. I'm acknowledging how he feels, but it's not okay to hit your friend. You know what this little motherfucker did? Smacked me in my face. And yeah, I screamed that. He smacked me in my face. And I was like, okay, I understand. Let's go to this cum box. Then in the midst of that, after taking him to the cum box, putting him in the cum box, telling him, please come down, show me the emotion that you feel, we did some breathing techniques. And mind you, I'm doing all of this while this parent is still standing in here in the room. He gets up from doing that and comes in, and she sits her son down at the table, and he comes out of the cum box, snatches the magnets from him. I was like, no thank you, we do not do that. Your friend had these magnets first. If you want some magnets, you need to ask for magnets, but you don't get to snatch magnets from my friend. That was not nice. How about I give you another toy to choose from until he's done? When he's done, you're more than welcome to the magnets. He yells, no, takes off running, finds a random friend that was minding their own business and pushes that friend into the shelf. So my boss was like, do you need me to come get him? I said yes, because I'm not going to put up with him throwing a temper tantrum like this. So she walked him and sent him back. She sent him back. He was still throwing temper tantrums. So I was like, okay, you have to calm down. But to make a long story short, come to find out, bro was tired and he was sleepy. Like, I literally sat in the floor with him when one of the subs had came to my room to help me out. I sit in the floor with him and I held him until he stopped crying. She was like, do you want me to take him? I said no, because I have to be able to stop him from doing this, because y'all already don't come in here to help me, so I'm not gonna expect for y'all to take him out of the room every single time. That's what he's expecting. He's so used to throwing temper tantrums to get what he wants. He tries to weigh the adult down. Well, I'm the adult that he cannot weigh down. I will weigh him down. So I held him in my arms until he got done. And then I realized he was sleepy because he got his eyes closed and you screaming and you don't even have no tears. There are no tears coming out. So I was just like, look, dude, I'm not letting you go until you calm down, but you have to calm down. It wasn't like a tight hold. It was just, I was holding him, giving him comfort. I put his hand on my heart. I said, touch my heart. You feel my heart? I'm calm. And you see how Miss Ingrid is calm? I need for you to do the same thing. I need for you to be calm. But you don't get to act like this. You don't get to throw temper tantrums, because I do not like it. I don't like it. And I want for you to use your words. I was like, hey, is it okay to have emotions? He said yes. I said, is it okay to hit? He said no. I said, is it okay to throw my toys? He said no. I said, is it okay to slang my chairs? He said no. I said, okay. I'm gonna tell you what you get, how you get what you want. You get what you want by using your listening ears, and you get what you want by using your words. Because I don't have a degree in cryology. I don't have a degree in cryology, but I do have a degree in understanding how you feel. I do have a degree in acknowledging how you feel, but also giving you the tips and tools that you need to self-soothe, because I'm not going to always be in this room. I'm not going to always be able to hold you. So he got through what he went through, and then it blessed me today, because Dad was like, did he have a better day? I said no, and I explained to Dad what he did. But I said, guess what? At the end of the day, I was able to break through to him, and he eventually did calm down. And I told him, I said, and his dad was holding him, I said, hey buddy, do Miss Ingrid understand tests? He said, no ma'am. I said, what do I understand? When you use your listening ears and when you use your words. I said, does crying get you what you want? He says, no. I said, what gets you what you want? When I use my words. Completely blessed me. Then I have another student who has been diagnosed as autistic. And is supposed to be getting 30 hours of ABA. But unfortunately, ABA does not potty train to 4. He's 3, and we already potty trained. We got him switched over to underwear. Well, I've been teaching him to say, I'm done, when he's on a toilet versus screaming and hollering. So today, I put him on the toilet. I was like, pee-pee. When I told him to pee-pee, he pee-pee. And then when he got done, he said, I'm done. And that blessed me. Because let me tell you something. Bro don't never talk. But anyway, my time is up. This your girl Blur. I love you, and I love you with the love of Christ. And I pray that I continue to help you and give you the tips and tools that you need to be a great early childhood educator.